My God, am I having a bad day? Oh my God, everything's getting ruined. I'm trying to do so many things and they all are failing. I've tried to record this podcast. At least I think this is my fourth time now. Because the first time I couldn't even talk. I was stumbling all over my words. Okay? Couldn't even say anything. Nothing made sense. There's a tissue napkin that's pissing me off that's just sitting over there, and it's really making me angry, and I didn't realize, and I keep on realizing that once I start recording and once I'm not supposed to move. And God, is that tissue making me pissed. It's just sitting there on the table, and it's touching my inhaler, and it's do I have OCD? Because I don't think I should be affected by a tissue this much. I would nuke that tissue if I could. Oh, what's up? I'm trying not to. Sometimes I blast the mic, trying not to do that. I can't really see. My vision's going blurry. That's not true. I just can't. I'm looking at the camera, like the camera screen, and the camera screen is really far away from me. So I don't think my vision's going blurry. I just think I can't see that far and tiny, that clear. So right now is not the best time for me to self-diagnose with losing my vision because I'm already really annoyed with everything. I'm on edge. Dude, I tried to get into nicotine and look at me, I'm on edge. I've done 3 Zins today. I don't even know how much you're supposed to do. Like it says 3, and I put one in my mouth. I'm trying to get into this nicotine stuff. Allegedly, nicotine is good for you. Have you guys been hearing that? I believe it. Not, it's the pure nicotine that's good for you. It's not... Cigarettes are bad for you. Anything you're inhaling is bad for you. It's just the way we're ingesting it is bad for us. But like nicotine, pure nicotine is supposed to be good for you. Why does my voice crack? I'm a girl and my voice cracks. I have a weak voice. I've been trying to do this podcast for an hour and things have just been going wrong. You know when everything goes wrong? Are things going wrong or am I just using the wrong drugs? I bet if I was on Xanax, everything would be going right. You know, maybe it's a perspective thing. Me fucking up all my words things. You ever watch someone speak and they just say a sentence perfectly and they don't mess up their words and they just kind of they talk and you're like, how did you learn how to do that? How did you learn how to say a sentence, a fully formed sentence with no meat on the bones? You know, that's not no meat on the bones, where it's like no fat on the bones. You know, it's totally concise. They get all their metaphors correct. They say all their words perfectly. They don't stutter. They don't stumble. And you're like, where the fuck did you learn that? That's incredible. Did you go to private? Is that what they teach you in private school? How to talk. Wow, it's really bad today. I think it's because I'm pissed off. When I'm pissed off, my words really get fucked up. It's an anxious thing. It's an anxiety thing, and I know it is. And so I just got to calm myself down and let myself go slow. You're allowed to go slow, Elle. You're allowed to go slow. It's okay if you mess up. All right, let's try to continue. I do feel a little better after taking that little check-in. But it's like, why can't I talk? You know? I have dyslexia. Yeah, sure. I'm wearing shorts also because it's super hot. It's super hot. I'm wearing a tweed jacket and I didn't really think think about what a jacket would look like in June, you know? This jacket I wear every episode. Why am I wearing it? I guess the bit. What's the bit? That this is a serious podcast and I am unserious about everything, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? Do you guys like this podcast? If you like it, please subscribe. Also, please subscribe to my Patreon because I posted a full stand-up set in there. Well, 10-minute set. Don't get too excited, but I posted a 10-minute set in there. And I'm posting more stuff in there. So if you want to support the podcast, you want to support me, join the Patreon. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Really. That would make me happy. That would make me happy. And you know what? I'm doing this episode. I'm doing this podcast today. I could do it tomorrow with Justin. I'm also by myself. Training wheels are off. And, yeah, and I'm pissed. I'm not pissed about that. I'm just, I bought a sandwich today. It was $20 and it was so bad. And I just want to take that sandwich that's inside of me and I want to go back to that sandwich place and I want to throw up on the counter, to be honest. And I want to say, hey, here's your disgusting sandwich back. It was $20. I would like my $20, please. I think we need to bring back Karens. Not the racist ones, but the ones that complain and make a big fuss about things that should be right but are not right. Like if a sandwich is $20 and it's disgusting, I want to go tear that place. Not like vandalize, but I just want to go, I want to go face them. Face to face and say, what is wrong with you giving me this disgusting, it tasted like fish and it was chicken. My birthday's tomorrow, okay? My birthday's tomorrow and all my friends are gone. And all my friends are gone. Except I got me, Caroline, and a new friend, Chris, will be getting drinks somewhere. I guess for my birthday, that's what I'm doing. Just get drinks with your friends. I don't want to, I never do a big thing for my birthday. I know we talked about birthdays last episode, but I'm just going to do something low key. I typically go to the park for my birthday. I typically do a day of reflection for my birthday. Think about the year I had. I think about what I've learned. I think overall, what have I learned being the age I am, which is 24 plus a few. I'm 24 plus a few extras. I'm 31 and I'm turning 32 tomorrow. And I guess, what have I learned? I mean, what I want to learn, what I want to master is letting go. Like right now, I messed something up. I messed another thing up. Something else isn't going well. Tickets aren't selling. Like it's, everything. But then I'm like, what about if you just didn't give a fuck, What about if your life is crumbling right before your eyes? And maybe it's not. Maybe it's just the perspective you have on. Again, if I feel like, if I was on Klonopin, I'd be having a good day. I'd say, if I was on Klonopin, I'd be like, that doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? I actually wouldn't have been as productive as I was today. So yeah, letting go. Because sometimes when I get stuck on a feeling, like I'm really frustrated, it's hard to let go of frustration. And then I want this podcast to be like the funniest episode that ever was, ever is, and ever will be. Is it that? I think it's going totally fine. I think it's going totally fine right now. And, we're just doing all that we can in a world where it feels like the world is kind of freaking out right now everywhere, which is stressing me out because I typically don't tune into the world. I tune into my world and I don't tune into the world. But the world is getting crazy. Crazy. Trump's, doing a little military march in a couple days maybe, and don't like that. Don't like that. He's becoming, Kim Jong Trump. That the thing when North Korea did that with the military and they brought their missiles out, that scarred me. And I'm sure that's what they wanted to happen, but it really scarred me in a way where, I'm just too young for this. It's like a little kid watching the scariest movie of all time. That's going to scar them. They shouldn't be watching that. I don't think we should be doing military parades. I think it looks like we're, slapping our big dick around and telling the rest of the world to try us. And I don't like that. I don't want anyone to try us. I'm like so anti-confrontation. And I don't know why Trump wants a military parade. If anything, he's probably doing it so Elon sees. He probably wants Elon to just text him, This is probably Trump's version of a thirst trap post-breakup, He wants Elon to be like, hey, I saw your, military parade. Looks like you got some pretty cool missiles. I miss you and I miss us. Is it okay if I give you millions and billions of dollars again? That's probably what Trump wants, but he's not going to get it. Let me tell you what. And them fighting in general, like it is funny, but it's also scary to me. I don't like people fighting. I don't like people fighting. I don't like billionaires fighting, okay? I don't like people with codes fighting each other when they're on the same team, Like, Trump has too much power. Elon has too much money. Just be calm for the rest of the country because you're freaking people out. You're freaking me out. I mean, maybe this is all because I started zinning. I've become a zinophile. Do you get it? Because, I don't know, I just wanted to get addicted to something. But apparently, you can't get addicted to nicotine. Apparently, pure nicotine is not addictive. It's just how you ingest it is. Like the oral fixation, the smoking, that's the addictive part, and the chemicals and the smoking and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. Zins make me feel really bad. And I took Adderall today and then I zinned. Adderall, zin, Adderall, zin. Zin, 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 Adderall, zin. I only took one Adderall, but I'll do like seconds of a zin and then I'll feel like I'm going to pass out and then I'll put it down and then I'll put it back in. Down, put it back. And I'm like, what am I doing this for? To feel bad all the time? I don't know, man. I don't know. What have I learned? Am I an adult yet? I don't know, man. Let's open up some of these advice write-ins. People wrote in, well, they want advice. Let's give it to them. My coworker invited me to his wedding, then asked me to work during it. All right. So here's the situation. I, 26 female, work in a small family-owned cafe and team out of 10. You work at a small farm. One of my coworkers is getting married next month. We're not super close, but we work together a lot, and he invited the whole team to the wedding. I was genuinely excited and even bought a dress. Then last week he pulls me inside and says, "Hey, actually, would you mind covering the shop during the ceremony and reception? Everyone else will be at the wedding." I thought he was joking, but he wasn't. He offered me a free meal from the reception later that night as a thank you, and didn't see why this is an issue. I said I'd think about it, but honestly, I'm insulted. You invite me as a guest and treat me like a backup barista. Am I overreacting to say no? Should I just take the free food and call it a day? Definitely say no. Definitely say no. This guy, you can't invite someone to your wedding and then ask them to, like, this is so incredibly rude. I think only a guy would do this, to be honest. It just seems like they're not really, like, not in a mean way. It just seems like guys aren't really thinking, like, oh, she won't care. It's just a fun party where she got to dress up. I think anyone would be insulted. It's pretty rude. I mean, definitely say no, because if you don't, then it's kind of one of those principle things. Yeah, it's the principle of it all, and you say yes to this, he's going to walk all over you in the future, I think. Because then you're setting the boundary of, you're allowed to invite me to your wedding and then ask me to work. What if he invites you to a dinner and then he asks you to serve it again, like a dinner party with all of his friends? And it's like, I would say no. Sorry. Okay, next one. My best friend's husband confesses he's very attracted to me. What do I do? I mean, that should be a given. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't have wrote in, but I am saying your best friend's husband confesses he's very attracted to me. You tell your friend immediately. Immediately. My best friend's husband is currently away for military service. He's always been a little weird. But yesterday he texted me saying he's really attracted to me, and that it's hard to resist himself around me. He asked to meet up alone, requested pictures, and even asked me to message him from an unknown number. Wow. Absolutely not. You have to go to your friend immediately. What a fucking tool, dick bag, asshole. Dick bag's a new one. What a fucking douchebag. Oh my God. The military, it's like, it doesn't really make an excuse. Yeah, he's serving our country, but you can serve your country and be a bad guy. Bad husband. He says the worst part is that my friend is due to give birth in a month. Oh man, with their second child. She's already struggling mentally and financially and doing her best to hold everything together while he's gone. Oh no, this is the worst situation ever. And I totally get it, because it's like you dropped this bomb on her and she's already got 2 kids with this guy. Fuck. And she's not doing well. I mean, you got to tell her. And this is what's annoying. Like, if someone tells you, hey, your boyfriend or your husband is asking for nude pictures of me and is coming on to me, everyone needs to not get mad at the friend that says that. Because, I think we're kind of at a point in the world, in society in general, especially me. I mean, if something's going on, I stay out of it. I just stay so out of it, unless it's like my best friend. But it sucks to do the right thing and get yelled at for it. All right. She says, I feel sick and conflicted. It's hard to look at her knowing this. We work together. Oh, no. This gets worse and worse. We work together. I don't want to cause her more pain than she's already dealing with so much, but I don't think I can keep this from her. I don't know how or when to tell her. You got to just call her up. Call her up and just rip the Band-Aid. There's no good way. There's no good time. Every second that goes by is the second you should have done it, I would say. I'm going to tell her, but I don't know if I should wait until after she has the kid. Oh, yeah. I don't want to put all the extra stress on her. She had a complicated pregnancy the first time, so I'm just nervous. Wow. What? Wow. That's really tough. With the pregnancy, that's a good point. At first, I was like, why aren't you telling her? But then the situation just gets so much worse. You guys really need to, like, I mean, I'm really talking to the girls here, but like, and guys too, just like really think about who you're getting married to. I mean, maybe there had to be signs, but I don't know. And again, it's not your fault, but this is, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe ask a doctor. I would actually ask a doctor, because I feel like a doctor would know what stress could do to a pregnancy at her stage. And I think this would be a really good question for a doctor, honestly. And then if, if it's minimal interference, maybe tell her after the baby, because she's going to have the baby anyways. It's not like she wouldn't have the baby. Yeah, maybe wait until after she has the baby. That's hard. And then there's going to be all these hormones after she has the baby. Dude, women who get cheated on when they're pregnant, that's the dirtiest thing you could do to a woman. Cheat on them while they're pregnant with your child. Just, what is this cheating? I don't understand cheating. Just break up. Not like, yeah, so if you're the one that's cheating, dump your wife. Leave. That's better than cheating on her. If you were honest with your wife and you said, hey, I know you're pregnant with my second child, but I want to cheat on you. And so I have to leave you because I'm going to only keep on doing this behavior. That is way more noble, way more, it's just a better move than keeping it secret and cheating behind her back. And then if you take pregnancy out of the equation, if you're just dating someone and you want to cheat on them, just break up with them. Break up with them and say, hey, we have to break up. You can text them. It doesn't matter. It's better. Breaking up with someone over text is better than cheating on them. And being honest is better than cheating. It doesn't matter how long you've been together. If you have to cheat on them that night or even in seconds, it's time to break up. My guy friend did that to his girlfriend. I think they were dating like 3 years in college. And they were dating 3 years and everyone thought they were going to get like engaged or something. And then he texted her one night and said, we have to break up. I'm sorry. And then that night he slept with someone. Not a great move. I mean, if you have these feelings, you should just break up with them. It's not good to wait till the last second before you want to hook up with someone. But at the end of the day, at least he didn't cheat and at least he was honest. And they didn't get back together. He didn't go back. He didn't try to backtrack and be like, okay, now that I cheated on her, or not, now that I hooked up with this girl when we weren't dating, I would like to get back together. You can't do that either. You just gotta like own up. You gotta own up to your desires, I guess. And you gotta stick with it, you know? If you wanna break up to hook up with someone, you can't go back. Sorry. I mean, you can, but you know, that's not the manly thing to do. The manly thing to do is to make a decision and stick with it. Next one. Should I tell my best friend I think her medication is making her mean? Ooh. Okay. My best friend and I, 22 female, have been really close for over a decade. She got diagnosed with ADHD and went through a lengthy process of getting medicated for it. I just want to say I have been through this with one of my best friends. And it is tough. I am really happy for her and I love her so much. And I know it's not her fault, but I've noticed since taking the meds, she's gotten grumpier and grumpier. And it just genuinely seems like she's irritated and it's kind of hard to be around. Has anyone noticed this side effect of Vyvanse? The thing is, usually, like if you take Adderall or Vyvanse, you work better with one over the other. And the thing is, there's a Vyvanse shortage, which I typically take because of the tariffs for some reason. And so I'm taking the Adderall, and Adderall makes me very irritable. So that's probably why I'm very irritable today. Well, here's the thing. You can tell her once and you can say, hey, your medication is making you mean. You're very snippy with me, blah, blah, blah. And if she's like, well, this is the medication I take, ask her if she can switch to Adderall. Because sometimes, most of the time, if you're really snippy with one, you're better with the other. So try that. And if she's like, no, I have to take Vyvanse, and she's still snippy and like mean to you, you got to just back off from the friendship. That's kind of what I had to just like set it down for a little bit. And eventually, I mean, she's your best friend. She'll find her way back to you in a better setting, in a better way. But like right now, she's not in the best mindset. And you're 22, you're young, but you will learn eventually that sometimes you have to set people down. You don't have to cut them off. It doesn't have to be a big thing of we're not friends anymore. But sometimes you have to be like, okay, like it was fun playing with you while, you know, when it was, but now it's time for you to just be put down. Not forever, but taking a break from people is like the best thing you can do for yourself, especially if they're not treating you right. Just take a step back, stop responding, stop initiating, say no to plans, be like, I told you, you know, you were kind of, you're a dick on this medication. I don't like hanging out with you on this medication. And that's totally fine, but your actions and the way you treat me hasn't changed. So, you know, I can't hang out with you while you're like this. And et cetera, and go on and et cetera, and words. And you know what, you guys? This was a fantastic episode. I can't believe I got through it. Not that I wasn't having a good time. Just wasn't the best mindset today. You know what I'm saying? Please tune in. Please watch. Please enjoy. And comment. Let me know what you think. I'm probably over scrutinizing myself, per usual. Being too hard on myself. Let's all try to be easier on ourselves. Okay? Thank you and have a good day. Bye.